Paul, Detroit police tonight continue to investigate an accident that left 3 people dead.
The New Year's Eve crash happened just blocks from DPD headquarters. The accident so devastating, 2 Detroiters who happened upon the scene now wish they hadn't. Our Rod Maloney is live tonight with their story. Rod?
Yeah, good evening. We're at a situation here at Michigan and 16th that is dramatically different now than it was last night. We've got snow, ice, it's slick out here. It wasn't like this last night. But that couple who actually came upon this accident, they were completely blown away by what they saw.
All praises to the Most High YAHAWAH, the Heavenly Father, and in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Earthly Mother, sanctifying YAHAWAH, the Holy Son. Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, welcome. This is your humble servant, Biglevi, and today is Saturday, January the 2nd, 2021, and it's currently 1:21 a.m. You're about to witness the ley lines at work. You're about to witness the Most High using the angels to administer punishment on the behalf of the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham, on the behalf of his children. For those of you that were asking if the ley line is biblical, yes, they are. We are going to prove this before end. We are going to tell everybody, Jews and Gentiles alike that are listening, there will be no Jacob's trouble. This is Esau's trouble. This is the Gentiles' tribulation. This is the 2/3 punishment. This is the way the Most High is recompensing this nation for treating his children as they did. Again, the Most High restored the covenant. He had activated the ley line. His face is turning towards us. Be at peace and stay out of the way. Do not try to stop the hand of this angry God. Do not. Now, with that being said, thank you for the beloved brother who blessed the nation with this information. Now, this book is called The Whole Straight Track. It's $900, I believe $800 minimum on Amazon. So this book gives you information. Thank you to the brother. You know who you are. And the reason I do not want to say the name of the brothers because there will be strife, and a lot of people now they want shout outs and stuff like that. But this brother is a solid brother. You know who you are. Thank you for bringing this upon the nation, because a lot of people are looking for clout. They will send you a little things, and then they will threaten you like, yo, why didn't you use my news? Why didn't you use this and that? I run into these things multiple times. We really don't care anymore. Now, in this book, they mention ley lines. Okay, the Bible got verses all about ley line. All right, let's read one of them. This one I really love, Isaiah 2:2. I really love Isaiah 2:2. But let us let's read Isaiah 2 verse 2. Okay, excuse me. All right, excuse me. There you go. And he maketh my way perfect. No, that's Samuel. Okay, Isaiah. The mountain of the Lord's house shall be established on the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. And many people shall go and shall say, come ye, and let us go to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways, ley line, and we will walk on his path, ley lines. Isaiah 2:2. Okay, Exodus 10 verse 25. And if thou wilt make me an altar of stone, menir, thou shalt not build it on hewn stone, for it thou lift up thy stool, thy tool, upon it thou hast polluted. Those are menir. Okay, you cannot do this. Lift up thine eyes unto the high places, ley lines, where the high places is, and see where thou hast been lying with, ley lines. Okay, Ezekiel 11 2, I believe, verse 2. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in thy path. Ley line in your line. Okay, so we have all of this. I'm not gonna finish this. We have all of that. You can froze the video and then read it. Okay, all right. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. The path of the line, the ley line. Okay, Bible records. It's all over the book. Thank you for the beloved brother for bringing this information unto the nation. Please, if you can, write down the verses, freeze the video. Okay, write down the verses, study it, bring more information to the family. Again, like I said before, I don't do lesson unless the Most High tell me to do lesson. All right, I don't do things that I don't know anything about. I don't do things that I act like I know things and how to do stuff, and none of this nonsense. All right, set thee up waymarks, make thee high heaps, set thine heart towards the highway, even the way which thou wentest. Jeremiah 31 verse 21. We know highways; those highways are built on top of ley lines. All right. Way marks, the marks of the ley line. So it is confirmed now. This is just confirmation. Thank you, brother. Now let us move. We know for a fact, let's close that down. We know for a fact, brother. Okay, I don't really need this. Here we go. We know for a fact the ley line is causing this accident. We know for a fact the angels Michael is doing this, and the ley lines are actually called Michael lines. Okay. So, the electromagnetic mystical field is happening. Brothers, look at this. I want you to use your common sense, sisters, to tell me, how did this happen? This is not the first time we saw this. We saw this at least 4 or 5 times. When a car hit another car, brothers, it split the car in half. This is very serious, man. A car hit another car and split the car in half. Let us watch.
The pictures alone tell you this was a spectacular and terrible accident. One car completely split in half, the front in the middle of Michigan Avenue having landed in the center lane, the other half wrapped around a light pole on the eastbound side. One person ejected. Another Cadillac sat in the middle of the street with significant damage as well. Larry and Tahisha Smith just left MGM Casino with the radio on.
Those are our people, okay? They just left somewhere, a casino. Now we're going to read the spirit of those people, okay? Again, we always give it the benefit of the doubt of being our people, all right? When you see things like that, you pray for those people, okay? You just say, Most High, please open the eyes. If not, so be it. Selah.
And yet,
we heard the noise, but we didn't know exactly what it was. But by the time we got up there, we seen the front of a hood, and then another part of the car smashed.
a retired 15-year military vet, Larry jumped into action.
Again, anytime something happened, our people always jumping, try to save and see they can help and do this, because it's something that is embedded in us. We were born with a massive amount of compassion, with a massive amount of love, with a massive amount of humanity in us. Okay, brothers, it's not something you need to learn or something you need to worry about. You already have it. Anybody, brothers, that are any of our people that are driving, something like that happened, you would have stopped and tried to look. But now you know not to do that.
I was going to try to perform first aid, but it didn't make no use.
Okay? He was trying to perform some CPR or give them any help. When you look at the bodies, brothers, it didn't make any use. It's like, what the, it's done. It is done. All right?
And the other person that was inside the vehicle was so bad I didn't even want to look at it. It was
Just that horrific.
This man right now, because he was trying to help, he's traumatized. This man right now he's not gonna sleep well for a while now. He's already a retired military fellow, I believe, for Army or Marines. Okay, now you see something you weren't supposed to see. That's what we told our people. There are certain things that the Most High cannot show us. The moment you saw it, your soul will jump out of your body. You will die, or you will be in so much shock. You'll go bat-ish crazy. Just like we told you, we got a guardian that guarding one of our temple. Okay, this guardian, if you go there without the Most High permission, even worse, if you go there with an intention to retrieve the treasure that the Most High buried in this temple, you saw this guardian, the way it looks, you will go bat-ish crazy. You will be frightened so much, brothers, that your DNA will change. Your skin will become scaly, like an animal. It happened. We saw this. We have people that confirmed this with us. All right? Make sure when things like that happen, brothers, you keep on trucking. You go home, you pray, you take the Most High for having whatever judgment and to give you this warning. You don't go around and try to help. The Most High told you, stay out of his way.
Detroit police saying 2 people perished in the carved-up Mercury Sable, pronounced dead at the scene. An 87-year-old man drove the Cadillac. EMTs rushed him to the hospital, where he also perished. Investigators and those who saw this carnage still trying to figure out exactly what happened.
Whether, I don't know if it was the gray car that did it or the Cadillac that did it, but whoever did it should have been doing it, because look what it ended. I mean, 3 lives gone for what?
I don't see how anybody could have made it from an accident like that.
Listen close to what the brother's saying, bro. Family, listen close, because what happened here, it's highly unusual. And then again, brothers, it's impossible for something like that to happen. We know why it happened. We know the ley line caused this, but watch what he's saying.
He had to be going over 100 miles an hour.
At least 100 miles, brothers. Now, because of what this guy said, and when we read the comments, and when an ex-soldier doesn't want to look at the carnage, it must have been bad. Yes, it was. Okay, yes, it was. All right. Okay. Because what happened here, brothers, look at this. What the is going on with all these accidents? The devil out there get these humans. Look, there's no such thing as the devil doing this. This is our fathers doing that through the ley line. That is why. That is why, brothers. Look, this car must have, look at this. Somebody had to have been doing some insane speeding for a car to split in half, so I'm guessing 100 miles or near it, even more. You know what happened, brothers? The Most High put it in my mind. Remember when the beloved brother Abdullah Seal, is that thing is recorded? Yes. Remember when the beloved brother Abdullah Seal went into the portal, he stepped in there, the Most High showed you how our timeline, our real timeline, what you're seeing here, that's not how our timeline works. Our timeline is very, very slow. And the timeline of the spirit world is actually, well, there's no time in the spirit world, but it's actually faster if you try to comparing them. What I'm thinking, brothers, when accident like that happen, the driver is not actually running fast. The driver is doing normal speed. Let's say this driver was doing at least 30 miles an hour, a moderate speed. And when the ley line switch, it actually transport the car into the whatever spiritual realm, so to speak, and then that 30 miles an hour is multiplied by 10, and that car was doing at least 300 miles an hour. That is why when those people get hit, the shoes flew off. The money that they get in the pocket flew off. The person is split in half. The car is split in half. You know, the ley line can do that, man. And we know that's what causing this, because the highways and ways are built on top of ley lines. And the Most High switched them on. That's why all those churches are caught in fire. And we know that now the barrier walked through the ley line, brothers. Now you will see all those madness. And it has come to my attention that people are asking for part two. So I might have to call this video part 2. I don't know. It's just there's so many news, brothers. Okay, let's leave this traumatic experience, brothers. When you see something like that happen, keep on trucking, keep on going. Okay, this is not up to you to go there to risk your life, and try to save someone. This is not your business. This time for worry about the Most High. An accident happened, just say all praises to the Most High. Keep on going, brothers. You might see something that might, I don't want to use that word, but might F you up. This is the Most High's judgment, but the Most High is not playing, man. Stay out of it. Let's move on to see more madness that's going on. Again, for those of you who don't know, this is one of the pestilences that upon the nation. This is the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. Okay, that is on full swing right now. You're going to witness all the well, not all of them. You're going to witness some of those plagues. Okay, we already witnessed number 8, a pestilence, madness, like unusual stuff. All right, now, brothers, you've been seeing this a lot, and a lot. People are driving on the highway and somehow they're getting shot. And then we're going to read the comments and see what the hell is going on.
A grim scene on the city's west side this morning as a man is found dead behind the wheel of a car riddled with bullet holes near I-96. Detroit police say this could be the latest in a string of shootings on freeways, and they're looking for a distinct van that.
When they say I-96, I-95, I this, I that mean I is in interstate, mean, you know, ley line. All of them are built on top of ley line. So now they've been having this a lot, brothers. There's somewhat a serial killer, okay, going on the top of highway and start shooting people because those people are losing their freaking mind. And then let's read the spirit or who got shot.
That might have been involved in this. Grant Herms with the story.
Detroit police are still looking for answers and 2 suspects in this bizarre mid-morning shooting that could be yet another freeway shooting in Metro Detroit. Police responded to the scene just off Tillman and Warren a little after 10 in the morning after 911 calls saying they heard gunshots. When police arrived, they found this blue Toyota FJ Cruiser parked just off the interstate. Bullet holes in the passenger side door and rear side window. Inside, the victim only described as a white man shot to death.
There you go. Let's move in. Oh no, we can't. Let's look at the comments. All right, disgusting. Can't even drive without having to worry about snipers. Yeah, whatever, man. The usual suspect, white van strikes again. That means like this guy, whoever's driving this white vans, they've been doing a lot. There are a serial killer on the loose on the Detroit highways. Be careful. It is not just Detroit. These highway shootings are going all over the country. There has been here in Miami. I've heard report of some in Houston and Sacramento. Yes, we did stories on that. Those people think this is simple. We told you, the Most High turned the fishers onto the hunters. All right, let's keep moving.
A stolen cell phone is at the center of a shootout inside a Southeast Side mobile home park.
Yeah, San Antonio police say 5 people were shot, one of them killed after an exchange of gunfire on South Cross Ranch Road just before 11 o'clock last night.
Dylan Collier has more on the deadly aftermath.
A shot-up car and mobile home were fresh reminders this morning of a deadly shootout that had taken place here late last night. Neighbors were silent hours after the sound of gunfire interrupted New Year's celebrations.
Again, brothers, you got those, like, the silliest things. People are shooting people over the silliest thing, a cell phone. Somebody stole a cell phone. Next thing you know, people start popping. Then again, it happened on a mobile home. For those of you who have the Holy Spirit upon you, you know who stays in those type of place, and we don't care if they look like our people. We keep telling you, this is Esau's trouble. This is the Gentiles' tribulation, and the 2/3 of punishments. Whatever you said, whatever you do, you're going to go to it. Things like that. You used to hear things like that back in the crack era in the 90s, 80s, or even early 2000s in the hood. Now, look where they are happening.
San Antonio police say 6 men, 3 on each side, and all between the ages of 18 and 21, were involved in a dispute over the theft of a cell phone. The 3 suspects who had shown up at the residence opened fire, hitting the 3 men listed by police as victims, all of whom are now in stable condition. The suspects drove off. San Antonio police then responded to a second scene 3 miles away, here along Roland Avenue, and found one of the suspects dead inside a vehicle.
There you go. Let's move on. Let's see if we can read the comments. Let's see what we're going on here. Being a shooting victim doesn't necessarily mean you are innocent shooting victim. When one cell phone is worth more than anyone in the area, here lies so and so die over a cell phone. Yeah, like over a cell phone. Weird death, weird things. Let's go again, brothers.
And with that, about 1 million people less than normal in Times Square this year as the East Coast rings in the new year. And then here in downtown Portland, the biggest public gathering is not a celebration, but now a riot, including smashed windows at local businesses. Good evening to you, and thanks so much for joining us for KOIN 6 News at 11. I'm Elizabeth Din.
And I'm Dan Tilkin in for Jeff tonight. Another disturbing evening. Tonight's gathering was declared a riot just minutes ago. Protests had slowed down for the winter, but this week we've seen a return to late-night vandalism.
Let's check in with our Jennifer Dowling. She's live now with a look at what exactly is happening right now, Jennifer.
Okay, you heard some loud shots. Now, what's happening here, brothers? You got those Gentiles destroying their own property, destroying their own downtown. This is not happening in the hood. Okay, our people are fine wherever they are in the hood. None of this nonsense is going on in the hood. You got their own people, you know, setting fires on the stuff. Let me see if I can get the fire right quick right now. So there's a dude talking. Let's hear what he's saying.
The second time OHS has been vandalized in the last 3 months. This time the damage wasn't as severe.
Much less than the October incident when, of course, many of our windows were broken. A flare was thrown into the pavilion.
Okay, a flare was thrown. So this is plague number 2. Fiery conflagration of the cities. All right, we do this every time. We do this all the time for the people. Define conflagration.
Here's the definition of conflagration: an extensive fire which destroys a great deal of land or property.
Fire, blaze, flames, and firestorm in my favorite Holocaust. I almost said the fiery, but that's what happened. A great deal of destruction, of fiery stuff. So before we move to that, let's watch this. A club nobody wanted to join. How COVID widows are finding support through Facebook group. Okay, through Facebook. A lot of young women, a lot of young women are losing their husbands to this, and they think they are alone. The group's founder, we need to come together and support each other because COVID-19 is like a different type of death. Okay, so now you got all those young women. Okay, they are losing their husbands. Okay, this is prophecy. The beloved brother Big Judah make a video about that. This hate is real, man. Thank you for the brother who sent me this article, okay? Thank you for the sister or brother. Thank you. You know who you are, all right? So you got all those women. They are losing their husbands, okay? And then they don't have anybody to protect them and their children. So now they are protecting themselves, gathering together on Facebook, all right? Those are all women that lose their husbands, okay? The same thing that happened to us, it's happening to them. All right, there's a commercial. Okay, you can read this article. It came out in NBC. All right, brothers, it's time for us to bring Esau's trouble to the forefront, to let those people know, yes, this is Esau's trouble and the Gentiles' tribulation, and also the 2/3 punishment. Okay, you people going to pay. You are paying. You think 2021 everything was going to stop? Get the hell out of here, man. All their husbands are dying. Okay. And then those people are alone. And those group has thousands of people with them, brethren. Let me see. If I'm not mistaken, okay. Let me see how many. They did say how much. Let's see. I love you. Yeah. Okay. Wow. 84 members. Let me see. Less than 2 months after this launch on November 7th, the group has 84 members and counting come across the county as well as from the United Kingdom. So, well, 84, I believe. 84. They got 84 members. Somehow I read they say they got at least 1,000. But anyway, they have multiple Facebook groups. So this is prophecy right there. Let's take another article because those things I don't like to do them because they will go ahead and play commercial. No thanks. All right. So brothers and sisters, sincere and a selfless brother and sister killed in one-way crash during family vacation. Those people cannot stay home for a hish. They have to enjoy the blessing. Now you got those 2 healthy, beautiful children dead, just like our beautiful and healthy children. Dead. Those people think like they're going. Somebody mentioned something to me. They in a comment they say those people. We said this before. Those people think they were going to buy a bunch of guns They're going to buy a bunch of ammunition to when Jacob trouble broke out, because the KKK told them there will be a race war, and then it was going to be them versus us, and the one that is well equipped with weapon, firearms, and all that will win. So they were buying a bunch of firearms and a bunch of guns, and they think like they're going to come and bring Jacob troubles and kill us. Checkmate. Okay, so those two people were killed in a ley line. So you can see the spirit. You can see the spirit behind them. Okay, you can see the family, beautiful family there, sitting, smiling, always acting like they. This is so. We are so happy. Everything is back to normal and things like that. And then there you go. Okay, this kid right here. All right, and her brother, and this is the family. All right, let me see. Parents killed, daughter seriously injured in car accident. Okay, those are related videos. Okay, both parents, brothers. You know what? Let's watch this, man. Even if they are not going to.
Wednesday, TV's most iconic musical guessing.
All right, I had to let
Family of four's dream vacation came to a horrific end on Sunday after a car accident killed parents Greg and Sarah Moyers and sent their daughters Haley and Sophia to the hospital with severe injuries. The family had spent several days at Disney World and were driving to the beach when a vehicle drifted into their lane and caused them to veer off the road and hit a tree. Haley suffered serious injuries and Sophia suffered critical injuries. A friend of the family speaking about the late parents told the Orlando Sentinel, quote, "Their kids were their world."
Yes, your kids were your world. That's what you brought them to Disney World, and now you've been taken onto the underworld bars. Yes, this is the work of the Most High. I didn't even want to plan to do this thing, because anytime I'm going to those sites, either I click something and then I end up into some kind of like porn site, and that's why I don't want to do these things. Okay, they already got things over there, you know, for you to click on. All right. I love you all. Two beautiful children in the back, a beautiful family, just like we were. Both of them die and the kids survive. They have no mother, no parents to protect them, just like our children. And they grow up to be whores, you know, niggas and bitches. That's what they grow up to be, because they have no father figures and no mother figures. Welcome to our lives.
They were very involved and supportive parents and just wanted the best for them. They wanted the girls to experience Disney and the beach. Family and friends traveled to Florida on Monday to notify the girls of their parents' passing. Troopers are still investigating the crash, but so far no charges have been filed.
That is because
Wednesday, TV's most iconic.
Son of a gun. Yeah, so I didn't even plan to do this. So you see how those things are happening all over. This happening where now? Florida, of course. Wait a minute. No, wait, it happened in Florida, but those families are not from Florida. Okay, so what happened is, brothers, I may have to do part 2 because I don't like to do those things. So, you know what? Is somebody knocking on the door? Okay, let's finish this with part, and then we'll do part 2, because when the computer trying to go over 30 minutes, and it will somewhat become too slow. Okay, so now what happened here, brothers? What you are witnessing here, we're witnessing the fathers using the biblical ley lines to take those people out. To take them out. We don't have to do anything, brothers. There will be a war, though. Okay, again, when we say it's not going to be a war at all, it's going to be a hunt. A group of people going to be hunted down. A group of people going to get spiritual powers, and then we're going to hunt those people down like a bunch of dirty animals. You're not going to be able to fight. You're not going to be able to run in your car because you won't be able to drive. The ley line going to mess you up. Your plane not going to fly. You're not going to shoot missile at us and stuff. And your boats is not going to be able to sail because the sea is loaded with ley lines. It's just going to be a massacre. It's going to be a hunt massacre. It's not going to be a fight at all. You people cannot fight the Most High. You will run and try to hide for your life, and then you're going to be hunted down and slaughtered, just like you did to us when you touch, your dirty feet touch our holy land. in 1492 or elsewhere when you touch our lands. That's exactly what's going to happen to you. You're not going to put the fight at all. You're all going to run. Your women is going to be raped right in front of you. Why do you think there are so many prisoners going to be released? Those are the guys that's going to do all the raping, okay? Okay, a lot of us going to do the killing, the murdering, the stealing, taking everything back the same way that you did to us. All right, let us see. All praises to the Most High, brothers. I have to do part 2 because we have a lot of stuff to cover, and I don't want this computer to run slow. We had a computer, oh brother bless the nation, but I haven't found a monitor yet, so I will do my best. Wait on that 600 stimulus check to get a monitor. So once I get that, I get a monitor, and then I got a faster computer, and then we get the work done. All right, brothers and sisters, I'll see you in part 2. All praises to the Most High YAHAWAH, the Heavenly Father, in the name of the Holy Spirit, the earthly mother, sanctifying YAHAWAH, the Holy Son. Be at peace. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. This is Esau's trouble. Shalom.